all you gorgeous Aries. It's lovely to be back with you today for these, your guided messages from the spirit realm. I hope you are all well. Those of you who are returning to the channel, thank you so much for your support. We do really appreciate it. And if you're new, my name is Linda Williams. I'm from Australia, and I would love to hear where you're from, and you do put your comments down below. So the very first thing we always ask Aries is, what is it that Spirit would like to say to us at the end of this reading? So this is our mystery deck. This is the card where I actually ask for a message that we don't look at until the end. So we call it a mystery card. It always resonates with whatever we've just spoken about, but it gives you extra guidance, and that's what the whole thing's about. I don't read it out. I don't even really look at it until the end of the reading. So we'll pop it here. As you know, we'll just pop it down here, and I'll give you that guidance when we're finished. So we're going to ask Spirit what it is they'd like to say to you today, Aries. What is it what sort of guidance would they like to give you at the moment with what's going on in your life? So I'm going to ask for 3 cards from this tarot deck. We'll then ask for 6 from my right of way. And of course, I always ask for a couple of cards from my oracle deck, my private oracle deck. So we'll just have a look and see. This is for our beautiful Aries. For now, when they find this video, what is it they need to know, please? We have the 4 of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups, lovely, and we have the 8 of Swords. So Aries, the very first message that came out is the 4 of Fire, 4 of Wands. So as we know, Wands is all about our finances, what we do for a living, our career, our work, so on. And it's actually a very, very positive card. You know, it's about happiness and joy and celebration in the home, as well as career and work too. So it can also be a completion, something finally coming to a completion, something finally being finished off so that you can actually move forward. Could be that you've actually moved into a new property, or you've got the approval to move into new property, and it's just a wonderful celebration around you at the moment. 4s are also, you know, about our stability. It's about our foundation in life. So this is a very positive beginning to today's reading. And we have the Ace of Water. So the Ace of Cups can also make a lot of sense next to the 4 of Wands, because look, it's very possible, not all of you, of course, because this is a general reading for all you beautiful Aries, but it is possible that there could be somebody new that is entering your life or has entered your life, because we do have the Ace of Cups, and aces are opportunity. It's the beginning of something special. And of course, Cups is about our heart center. It can also be the message about building onto a relationship, improving a relationship, and even going back to at the beginning of a relationship. And maybe, like, for example, you might have broken off with somebody, or you but now you've reconnected, and so on and so forth. It also can be a new home. For some of you, maybe there was some energy going on around you, because the 4 of Wands also, you know, about a new home or somewhere new to live. So some of you might actually be making plans. If you are thinking of making plans for a new place to live, you're definitely on the right track. We do have the 8 of Swords. Now, the 8 of Swords is very much about being a little bit scared to take action. And it is sitting next to the Ace of Cups, which is very much about our love life, our heart center, and our heart chakra. And so this is a time maybe when some of you may be a little bit nervous about taking action. And yet Spirit is saying to you, this is not a time to have lack of confidence. This is a time to be confident and to not be afraid to take that step, whatever this step is, whatever this new beginning is, even though it may be a little bit emotional, might be a little bit, you might be a little bit nervous or whatever. Spirit is asking you not to be afraid, just to look into it at the moment. So there's something around you. Could be career, could be a new job, a new promotion. You're a little bit unsure. It's bringing in. Bless me. Excuse me. Sorry, Aries. Bringing in new opportunities. Sorry about that, but because I'm channeling, I don't want to stop, you know. So we never know when a sneeze is going to crop up, do we? Yeah, so I'm just feeling what I'm feeling at the moment around you is I feel you're questioning a few areas of your life, a few areas where you live, your relationships, whether or not you want to stay in this environment. I'm just feeling that some of you may be going through a little bit of difficulty in your environment, and that also could be with your loved ones as well. So let's see what else Spirit wants to bring up for you, Aries, when it comes to what's happening in your life at the moment. So I usually ask for six of the original tarot. Yep. This is for our beautiful Aries. Okay. Well, the very first message Spirit gave us is the Two of Wands. So again, we're definitely looking at what it is we can improve when it comes to our career, how we make our money. But this is also about improvement on its way and you looking broadly and out there. So look, when you have a look at this card, he's really concentrating on what it is. He's got the world in his hand, hasn't he? But he needs to be concentrating on that. You've accomplished a great deal, but there is more to come. And we need to look at the bigger picture here. We need to think big. My guide always says when we get the Two of Wands, I always said to get this is a time now for you to think big, Aries, and try very hard not to concentrate on the lack of, because this is not a time of lack. This is a time actually of opportunities coming your way. And you might need to negotiate on those because we do have the Three of Pentacles, and this is about negotiation. This is about working things out with others. And, underneath that, we do have this Fool of taking this leap of faith. And so right now around you, it's very possible that maybe, you do need to take this leap of faith. Maybe, Spirit is saying to you, look, it's okay. As long as you're looking into it, as long as you're negotiating and you're looking into if this is a contract, if this is any kind of a job, a career, a new opportunity, whatever this is, whatever you're cooperating on, whatever it is you're communicating on and trying to negotiate on, this could be a time for you to take that leap of faith. However, we always say with the Fool, in my oracle deck, he is actually in the dark. He's black. He has no color. And so Spirit is always saying to you, as long as you look into things, you're not in the dark, as long as you know what's going on and you're confident, this is a good time for you now to take that leap of faith and bring big changes into your life. And with this around you, I can see that many of you are struggling with making this decision here. And this is why Spirit is saying you need to look into things, take the blindfold off, look at things in a new light. Just look into something, take down those barriers, and open yourself up to the possibilities around you at the moment, Aries. There are possibilities here to make some big changes. I don't feel it's going to be an easy decision. However, from what Spirit is saying to you, this could be something that could change things for you in a very positive way, because the difficulties are finally coming to a closure. This is the end of difficulty, and we can see that you've been going through a great deal of difficulty. Some of you could be relationships, some of you career, some of you your health. And now, you're negotiating on various aspects of your life. you're a little bit tepid. I'm feeling that you're a little bit, I'm not sure whether I'm doing the right thing, but Spirit is saying to you to look look into everything. And then if it feels right, then don't be afraid to take that leap of faith. This is the only major arcana on the table, Aries. The majors are the most powerful messages. So I feel that there's opportunity here, but it's something that you're still maybe not used to or you can't believe. It's like, I don't know, is this too good to be true? And so that's why you're hesitating. That's why you are hesitating a little. We're going to ask for a little bit of more advice from Spirit, and of course, this is my Oracle deck, and I love this deck. It'll talk to you, and so I'll tell you what the interpretation is, and then it'll resonate to you a certain way. Okay, okay. So this is now okay, wonderful. Okay, so this is the time now for you to make peace with something, come to terms with something. There may need to be, there may need, for some of you, there could be a situation going on around you where you have to make a decision. And I don't feel it's an easy one. I feel that it could be a difficult decision. However, it's one that needs to be made for your own peace of mind. To make, you need to make peace with the fact that you have to make this decision. Because I feel you have no choice. And what that is going to lead to is all of your wishes coming true and, definitely an improvement when it comes to your finances. So this could be a decision where you're negotiating with somebody, you're talking to somebody about finances, and you come to some form of an agreement where you win. You take that leap of faith and you're speaking up and negotiating and so on, and it improves your finances because you stand your ground on this decide making this decision. For example, you could be negotiating your wages. They're saying, "Oh, well, I'll give you 50,000 a year," and you're saying, "No, I want 60,000 a year." And so you negotiate, and you win. You actually come out on top. But you can't do that unless you are prepared to take that leap of faith and speak up, not be afraid to speak up. That could also be what is going on around you at the moment. So I'm just going to have a look at see what Spirit gave us when it comes to our mystery card. You've got the Goddess of Compassion. Self-criticism is diminishing your self-worth. So this is a rather interesting message for you, Aries. So this is the Goddess of Compassion. Let's see what page that she is on. The Goddess of Compassion, page 47. Let's get that one out. Okay, so the Goddess of Compassion is saying this to you. There she is there. The Goddess of Compassion has shown up in your reading today to ask you to be more compassionate towards yourself. At the core of every living thing, only love exists. Your personality and the role you play in this life is only transitory and ultimately an illusion. All that you perceive to be good or bad are necessary aspects of who you are. Private and negative qualities exist in everyone and in everything. A more accurate description of positive and negative, of course, is yin and yang. For in reality, there is neither positive nor negative, only opposing qualities, which together make us whole. Self-criticism is diminishing your sense of self-worth and keeping you in the illusion that you need to improve in order to be worthy of success, happiness, and fulfillment. Aries, have compassion, love, and accept all of who you are as you are, and stop striving for something that is impossible to attain. Through love, your life magically transforms. This is loving yourself. This is accepting yourself for who you are and loving the wonderful qualities of yourself because, we all have negative and we all have positive. We have different parts of our personality, Aries. This is the time Spirit is asking you to love yourself and accept that the decisions you have to make sometimes, these decisions, they may be painful to make, but they're necessary. And so sometimes we have to make decisions that are hard for somebody else to accept, but they're for our own benefit. And so please be happy with the decisions that you're making at the moment. It's very important that you do negotiate, you talk it over in a loving, kind way, look at things differently. Don't be afraid to decide, don't be scared to make a decision. There is a completion and ending of difficulty around these messages here. We have an ending to difficulty, and that is also around your finances. Okay. So it's an interesting reading for you today, Aries. I hope it has given you some form of guidance. I hope it does resonate with you. If it does, please give us a like. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel so that you gain more readings in the future, that would be lovely. We'd love to hear from you. Yeah, we definitely have a decision. We definitely have a decision that needs to be made, and you need to make peace with that. You need to, because the outcome is really, really good, Aries. So thank you for being with us today, and look after yourself, and please subscribe so that you do get notifications on these regular guidance that we do put out to everybody. Thank you, Aries. We look forward to catching up with you again in the future. Bye-bye for now.